Hey everybody, happy Sunday. So good day everybody, it's Sunday, April the 6th, 2025, 6:42 p.m. Eastern Canadian time, and decided why not do a little live stream this Sunday afternoon. Might as well. And I'm not sure where I'm going to end up, but for now I am on the 51 route heading east, and I just got out of Snowdon Metro Station and we're on bus 41-007. So that's of course 2021 Nova Bus LFS hybrid. I was actually debating getting that 7-Eleven bus down there and going up to Mount Royal, but I know the signal sometimes cuts off there, so we'll just stick to this one. So who do we have here? So check the message board here. So we got BFDI fan. Sharia's here. How are you doing, Sharia? Good to see you again. Quebec buff, Sunjeep, Cassandra. Good to see you again. Muhan. Yeah, go ahead. Ask anything. So I might get off actually at Édouard-Montpetit station and show you guys the REM. There's the bus that I kind of wanted to take, but like I said, the signal when it goes up Mount Royal isn't really the best. Hey, what's up? Not Shuttle. Yeah, A&W, one of my favorite fast food places. Probably better than McDonald's. I find the quality's better. So if you're wondering the weather and you're not in Montreal or the Montreal area, well, it's mostly sunny. Bit of clouds moving in. No, I'd say the temperature right now is about maybe 4 degrees Celsius, 5 degrees Celsius. Maybe about, what, 40 Fahrenheit? Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of alternatives out there, right, for McDonald's. I know Harvey's, another favorite of mine. Wendy's isn't too bad. I know of Pointe-aux-Trembles. Yeah, I've been there a few times. I've taken bus rides out there. BFDI, I don't know what that is. Never tried Copper Branch yet. I think that's a vegetarian restaurant if I remember. Yeah, I always joke about that, the fact that the initials are the spelling of PAT is the same as Pat. Of course, that's in the far east of Montreal.
Prochain arrêt, Queen Mary, Victoria.
Hey, what's up, Kraft? So I know Quebec Buff is out today doing some fire buffing, checking out for some fire responses. Rio Buff is also out. I think Rio Buff was near me earlier in this area. What else? I think Montreal Interesting Things is covering some protests downtown. Yeah, sure. What is it? Let me know and I'll add it to the list. I'm still trying to get to all those requests. And And yeah, we're on Queen Mary Road, by the way, if you guys are wondering. Yeah, that's right. We have federal election, in case anyone's not familiar, here in Canada. It's a Canadian federal election. We'll see what the voter turnout rate is, that's right. There's lots of places you can check out in Montreal. There's a lot of museums. Mont Royal's a nice place to go.
Queen Mary, Rosslyn.
Biosphere is beautiful, which is Nerland. There's a lot of hidden gems in the city. There's, of course, nature parks. Cap Saint-Jacques Nature Park. There's places you can even rent kayaks. There's the Eco Museum, and another nice place I like in Saint Anne de Bellevue. Yeah, I mean, there's different, like, it depends what your taste is. I guess you can always check out what to do in Montreal, like activities
Prochain arrêt.
on Google.
Queen Mary, Cedar
Depends what your tastes are.
Dessert, l'Institut de Gériatrie.
Yeah, Old Port, Old Montreal, that's another great place. Yeah, Olympic Stadium, if you want to walk around the grounds, which right now is being, it's undergoing a major repair project or renovation. They're redoing the roof. They're completely redoing the roof. It's kind of weird without the roof on it from the outside. Can't imagine how it looks from up above. You can just see the field below. I think when it was first built, it didn't have the roof on it. They only added the roof later, which is interesting. Hey, what's up, Socialist Venezuela? How's it going? Doing good, doing good. Just on the on the 51. And here's another idea, which we're about to pass by, St. Joseph's Oratory.
Queen Mary, Dufferin.
They have that.
Cet arrêt, dessert, le Collège Notre-Dame et l'Oratoire Saint-Joseph.
They have that beautiful new welcome pavilion, visitors pavilion, which I did a video of the other week. I have to do a daytime version again. I did the nighttime version. But yeah, St. Joseph's Oratory, which is right here. Another great spot to check out. So yeah, if you guys are wondering, that's SWAT right there in the chat. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How's it going, buddy? And of course, speaking of the oratory, they're actually going to be building a dome observatory. So they're going to be cleaning out the dome on top, which you'll see in a minute here as we pass by. We'll get a better view. They're going to be cleaning the dome out and putting an observatory on top. And that's the second biggest dome in the world, right after St. Peter's Basilica, believe it or not. Hey, what's up, Aladdin? Looks like a lot of people up there watching the sunset. So I'll probably hop on the metro later if you guys are willing to wait.
Prochain arrêt, Queen Mary, Gatineau.
Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I might get off at Édouard-Montpetit and check out the REM station, which is pretty much complete now. I think all the REM stations are complete now. They're just finalizing the tracks and testing. I think testing begins between Central Station and the West Island. I think they're going to be doing the first test between Central Station and the West Island in the coming weeks. I don't know if they did the one where they put the train through Mont Royal Tunnel yet. They're supposed to do like a soft test, it's called, where they put the REM train through Mont Royal Tunnel. I don't know if they did that yet. I heard people were actually camping out to try to catch that. But I didn't see any videos of that, even on the REM website itself. I'll have to try that. Thanks for the advice. So, fiance burger. Oh yeah, it's true. It's race day today, eh, Ryan? Isn't there a NASCAR race today, I think?
Prochain arrêt. De Selle, Jean-Briand.
And there's, we're going to see it in a minute here. Notre Dame de Neige Cemetery, one of the oldest cemeteries in Canada. Who won the race today, Ryan? And who's winning the season so far? Even though it's early, I think. Denny Hamlin. Well, good question. Who should you vote for? Well, for me personally, I'm going to vote for somebody that cares about the environment, cares about public transit, equality, science, facts, logic. But to be honest, I mean, the choices we have are not the greatest. I'm leaning towards NDP or Green Party, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a good thing. Hey, Joral, that's a good suggestion. Once the REM opens, that Mascouche detour, that big detour, is not going to exist anymore. From Central Station all through Montreal West and then through Huntsic and everything. Well, actually, it's going to still go through Huntsic, I think, even when the detour ends, but it's not going to go from Central Station anymore. Basically, Côte de Liesse Station, where the REM is going to have the Mascouche line start there. So yeah, good idea. I should film that detour before it disappears. Yeah, I haven't seen any Green Party posters up, but I mean, they do exist, but they have been struggling the last few years. They only have 2 seats in Parliament. Yeah, that would be a good choice, Cassandra. A lot of these, you know, smaller parties and whatnot, a lot of them are pretty fascinating, their ideas and ideologies. But at the end of the day, you know, it's the big corporations and the wealthy and organized crime, all that. They're the ones that control everything at the end of the day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do that, Ryan. Try to get a nice transit channel going on TikTok. I'm not a TikTok fan because honestly, most of the videos I see on there, it's like materialism, fashion, all that stuff, makeup, and a bunch of girls dancing in mirrors. But yeah, man, if you can get a transit channel on TikTok and put something intelligent on there, that would be great. I'll tell you one thing though, it's nice to have more daylight as we approach summer.
Prochain arrêt. Édouard-Montpetit, McKenna.
So we're approaching, I think, the Outremont sector here in Montreal. So what I think I'll do, like I said, we'll go to Édouard-Montpetit, check out the REM station, and go into the metro, and maybe go for a short metro ride. Yeah, great idea, Ryan. I like that idea. Yeah, I've visited every station in the metro probably hundreds of times. I've probably taken every STM bus line as well, or at least 95% of them. I've been to every part of Montreal, every sector,
Édouard-Montpetit, Louis-Collin.
every borough, all by public transit. Yeah, these apartment buildings, oops, sorry guys. If you guys were zoning out there, maybe that woke you up. Yeah, these apartment buildings, very old. And look at the style that they were built in. Look at the old stone and masonry. Even the trees, you can tell this is a very old area based on how big the trees are, how tall they are, how thick they are. Yeah, hey, what's up, Frozen Arctic? Yeah, we're on the 51 going east. I'm going to be getting off very soon at Édouard-Montpetit station. There's University of Montreal.
Prochain arrêt. Station, Université de Montréal.
And that tower up there you can see from quite a distance. But the oratory is the one you can see the furthest, where we just passed earlier. Yeah, it does sort of look like a pencil, eh? Which is kind of appropriate, seeing that it's a school technically.
Prochain arrêt. Édouard-Montpetit, Woodbury.
I always wanted to go up there and see what was on top. So this is basically the northern part of Mont Royal. So we're approaching Outremont. We're not in Outremont yet.
Prochain arrêt. Édouard-Montpetit, rue Sterling.
So Aladdin, you got some new kittens I saw. You gotta check out Aladdin's channel, guys. You'll see got some new kittens. That's incredible. And you also got some transit videos as well. Yeah, 17 minutes, not too bad. And people keep asking me, am I going to be going the day it opens? Well, depends if it's a weekend. Well, even if it's a weekday, I don't know. I can always go after work. It's just the crowds and everything, but then again, it is an historical event. And there's a good point that people made. It's going to be more stretched out than the opening day of the current REM line that's open, the South Shore branch. So probably we'll go the opening day it'll be more diluted, the crowds, I guess. One station I am excited to see is the one we're about to see here.
Station Édouard-Montpetit.
Édouard-Montpetit. All right, so it's rather interesting here because, well, first of all, we're right on the edge of Mount Royal, and they're also building elevators here. I think this leads, does this actually go to, yeah, it goes up. So they're actually building elevators at the station. So there's the bus we were just on. So they're building elevators in the metro station, Édouard-Montpetit metro station. And there's going to be an entrance that leads from the metro station to the REM station. So it'll be very convenient. And you can't really tell, but this part of Mount Royal, there used to be a funicular. It was a little tram thing that would go up and down. And it was on the side of the mountain, right on the wall of the mountain. And I think that lasted from the 1920s till 1960s, maybe. So this is all for the elevators for the metro station, I think. Nah, I'm not an iPhone fan. I'm an Android fan. Hey, what's up, Chal? How's it going, buddy? So congratulations to Chal. He just got, we have to go this way. Chal just got 600 subscribers, I think. Yeah, this is where you go to school, eh, Chal? Yeah, the Dumontang line was really beautiful. The MR90 trains, the original ones. Really cool to see. So yeah, we just got off the 51, Chal. I think Chal's studying statistics, if I remember. Yeah, you can tell this is an STM work site just by the artwork on the side here. I think here's a stadium or something. So there's the REM station coming into view. You can see right in front of us. Here's where they're going to be putting the elevators. Can't really tell, but so I'll show you guys the REM. It's better to see at nighttime because it's lit up inside. But I'll show you anyway from close up. Hopefully we'll be able to see something. Another view of the side of the mountain. Now, what's interesting here, I do have a video on my channel from when I first started my channel. I think it was the first year in. This vent here, I don't know if it's this one or there could have been another one there. There was a vent that went into the metro station, but there was another vent that went right to Mount Royal Tunnel underneath us. So it was an old vent. It was an old ventilation shaft, went right into the tunnel, Mount Royal Tunnel. I'm sure they probably closed it up, or they're probably going to use it for the REM somehow. So here's Édouard-Montpetit station, the REM. We're going to cross here and see what we can see. So again, this should be opening in October if everything goes as planned. But you know, the way things are, who knows? So you can see there's still work to be done. But about a month or two ago, this was all closed off. Now they moved the fence inwards so you can get closer access. And I'll show you guys, if we can here, where those high-speed elevators are. So this is going to be deeper than the deepest metro station in Montreal, which is Charlevoix. And the actual station isn't here, it's underground. And I don't know if you guys can see. It's very hard to see. I'll try to zoom in here for you guys. But if you look carefully, right there, you can kind of see the shape of an elevator. The top of an elevator. Those are the high-speed elevators. I think there's going to be 6 of them. And those elevators are going to take people from here down into the station. Can't remember how deep it is, but if you want to look it up, just Google Édouard-Montpetit REM, and there's a nice diagram there of what it's going to look like. So we'll go into the metro here. I'll check the chat board when I get inside. Actually, I can check it now. We wait for the light to change. So Aladdin's getting the S25 Ultra. Great choice. Oh, 500,000 views and 890 subscribers. Oh yeah, you were celebrating 500,000 views. Hey, what's up, Jordan? How's it going in Ottawa, Gatineau? Hey, Joel. Yeah, this is it's going to be a very deep station. And when we go into Édouard-Montpetit Metro Station, we're going to see the entrance that leads to the REM station, or at least the opening of it. It's blocked off, of course, but yeah, I'll check the email later, Aladdin, sure. So this is one of my favorite metro stations. I think you too, Chal. So again, congratulations to Chal on that. So again, we have elevators being built here for this station. I think there's going to be some here as well, and some here. I think they're redoing the structure, or even putting a new structure in. And keep an eye out, there's the REM station. See, that's where we just were before. When we go into here, you'll see the door, the entranceway, and it's right over here. This is where you're going to be able to take a direct route into the REM. So when the REM opens up in October, you can go right in through here. And that's where it's going to be. And they have the accessibility ramp for wheelchairs, carriages, which comes in handy. One thing I like about the station is the lights. I love the design of the lights. Now you have that sort of metal frame. You can see that. I like that design. Kind of hard to see it. Zoom in maybe. There we go. So you see that metal frame around it. I like that design. I think this was one of the last metro stations built. Chal, you're good at that stuff. The Blue Line was built in the 80s, I think. Hey, what's up, LOL? Yeah, I didn't get the, I skipped the phone because it wasn't really something I needed. It's just like the S25. I might skip the S25 because from what I've heard, the S24 Ultra and the S25 Ultra, there's not really that much difference. So I'll probably end up skipping the S25 and getting the S26. Plus I have another year left in terms of this phone. Hey, what's up, Transit Fan 93? How's it going? So this year, if you've seen earlier in the stream, there was a big pipe outside. I think this leads to that. So this is where some elevators are going to be. Yeah, there it is, MR73 train. So we'll go for a metro ride, guys. Go on the other side, the Snowdon direction. We're basically going to go back the way we came. We're going to be heading west. So I assume, well, this wall is definitely brand new. Look how shiny it is, fresh. I guess the elevators are in here, one of them. Yeah, good timing. Hey, what's up? SHM. Hey, David. Yeah, I think you're an iPhone fan as well, eh? Transit fan? That's called Cassandra, nostalgic. Yeah, we're going the opposite way. We're going Snowdon. Yeah, I'm just an Android fan, I guess. I'm so used to it. My first smartphone was an Android. In fact, the only Apple product I ever really had was the iPods way back in the 2000s, early 2010s, which did pretty good for me. I liked them, but the biggest problem I have with iPhones and Apple in general is you're so restricted on what you could do. But I mean, there's pros and cons to everything, right? So yeah, I'm not sure when the Yellow Line game opens up. I think Skinflex's still working on it. Yeah, go for it. Make a Metro game. Looks really fun how to create games on Roblox. So yeah, Transit Fan 93 is going to come to Montreal once the REM opens up, the extension. So I guess you'll be here probably in the fall, eh?
Prochaine station, Nouvelle. Correspondance avec la ligne orange. Ouverture des portes de l'autre côté.
This one looks like it needs a little bit of replacement. Yeah, so we'll go to the Orange Line, guys, and maybe wrap it up around Lino Gru, where the signal gives us problems usually. So do your predictions for the Azure set we're gonna get. Hey, what's up, Sparky? Oh yeah, you guys probably saw the video by now where I stayed on the train here, eh? I went right into the tail tracks. That was a little treat I did for myself, you know? Why not, right? You only live once. Get a view of the train departing here. I know you like that sound, Transit Fan 93. Hey, this guy just got on the wrong one. He's gonna do like I did the other night. He's gonna go for a ride into the tail tracks. Yeah, I was really surprised how fast the train went into the tunnel and came back out, and I think the reason why is because the tail tracks on the blue line, at least here at Snowdon, are very deep into the tunnel. And I think originally they wanted to extend the blue line west into Côte Saint Luc, Côte de Neige, and that's why it's so deep. So yeah, we're gonna get on the Montmorency direction. Hey, what's up, Builder Cat? Yep, this is Montreal, Snowdon Metro Station. No, I didn't get caught. It was just, I just stayed on and then came back out the other side. Hey, Benito, how's it going? Yeah, what I use a laptop. I just got a new laptop, but it's a basic one, but from what I could tell, Roblox seems to work on it. Yeah, free games are always good. Well, another good timing. Look, we're getting good with timing today, eh? So we got set 46. Did anyone say 46? I don't know if anyone predicted set 46. Another beautiful work of art here is the one here at Snowdon.
Prochaine station, Villa Maria.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You want to make easy games, right? You don't want them to be too hard. Yeah, I have a couple of Expo Rail videos. I have to get more of them. I want to do the streetcar, the trolley there. I don't think I ever even rode the trolley or the streetcar when I was there. I took a ride on the big train, goes around the museum outside. Yeah, Expo Rail, it's always free the last Sunday of every month. So I'll be heading back there probably this summer at some point.
Station Villa Maria.
And you can never really get bored of Expo Rail, it's so fascinating. Another thing too about Expo Rail, they also have like the model train exhibits and stuff. They have like a model train show. All right, Jordan, thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of the evening. Yeah, good idea, Ryan. It's always good taking the blue line, always good taking MR73 trains.
Prochaine station, Vendôme.
Yeah, Villa Maria. I know Pinhead, he's a big fan of Snowdon. Yeah, so I'm aiming to go to Ottawa in May, guys. May 9th, May 10th. I might be going to Ottawa those days. Now this is basically Côte Saint Luc. Now we're sort of entering Côte de Neige, NDG, more NDG. We are heading towards the downtown area though. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably going to take the bus there Friday night and then take a Via Rail train back on Saturday. So I'll probably leave Friday night around 5:45 and then come back, get the 5:55 train on that Saturday. Now, interestingly enough, there's a place I saw online. It's an actual former jail, and you can sleep in the jail. It's like an actual, like converted into like a lodge or something. And there's no windows in the room. Yeah, check out. Yeah, if you check out Ottawa Jail Hostel, I think it's called. Yeah, at the Vendôme curve, that's where we just passed. Hey, what's up, Hubert? Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this time because last time I went and I tried to stay overnight, ended up getting heat exhaustion. It was actually last May, believe it or not. So it's 1 year from my May Ottawa trip. Of course, I went there this past fall. I met Transit Fan 93 and STO fan as well. That was, when was that? September or October? I can't remember. But I'll probably take a precaution this time and maybe spend the night somewhere. But my goal is to get as much video, as much footage as possible. Sort of, chow. My sleep schedule is out of whack. But I'm trying to improve it. Alright, Ryan. Take care, buddy. Alright, guys, so we're approaching Place Saint-Henri station here. And probably wrap it up as soon as we get into the tunnel, because you guys know by now how the signal is. But yeah, that was a nice little live stream. We did a little bus ride, got to see the REM station under construction, nearly complete. Did a little MR73 metro ride on the blue line, and an Azure ride here on the orange line. So thanks, appreciate that. I try.
Station Place Saint-Henri.
Yeah, Westmount. It's a nice area. Westmount's really nice, especially I like doing a walk up the hills. It's a good workout because every street's sort of like a hill. I think there's even like an upper Westmount and lower Westmount, and it's also a thrill biking down those hills. So. Yeah, my pleasure, Ryan. Yeah, I have notifications. You could sign up on the STM. Just Google STM status notifications, and it'll take you right to the website for that. Alright, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, everybody. And yeah, man, take care. Thanks again. See you all soon.